A celebration turned deadly when police say gunfire rang out during a block party in Baltimore over the weekend before July 4th. 30 people were shot, 2 fatally.
This is insanity. This cannot be the society that we are expected to live in. We have to do better.
It's just the latest mass shooting in America. Police say the deceased victims were an 18-year-old female and a 20-year-old male. 14 other gunshot victims were under the age of 18. Investigators also say there was more than one shooter. No arrests have been made, but the city's mayor tells CBS News he wants to see justice for everyone who had a hand in this incident.
We are not going to stop until we find them and hold them accountable, but we're not just going to stop at them. We're going to try to find out who sold the gun, who trafficked that gun into Baltimore, and hold everybody on the chain responsible.
Anyone with information can call Baltimore's Metro Crime Stoppers tip line at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
And we continue to follow a developing story. Philadelphia police say a gunman wearing a bulletproof vest went on a shooting rampage last night in Kingsessing, killing 5 people and injuring 2 children. That suspect is now in custody. Action News reporter Brianna Smith has been following the investigation. She's live in Kingsessing with an update on this outburst of violence that happened on the eve of the 4th of July. Brianna, what are you learning?
Yes, it's a sad day for this community. As they say, state and local leaders walked throughout the neighborhood where all of that violence unfolded, and they started here on South 56th Street, and their goal is to send a message of hope and healing to the community. Now, this all comes after 5 people were killed and 2 children ages 2 and 13 were injured in the shooting Monday night. Police were initially called to the area of South 56 in Chester for a shooting around 8:30. Police are reviewing this video believed to be the suspect firing on South 56th Street near Independence Charter School West. Now, police say at least 50 shots were fired. Officers say they chased after the 40-year-old suspect and arrested him on Fraser Street. Police say the man was wearing a bulletproof vest and had an AR-style rifle. Hours later, police responded to the 5th victim. They say a man returned home and found his 31-year-old son dead in the living room with several gunshot wounds. Now, we spoke to one resident who says he saw the violence unfold, and state representatives who are trying to prevent it from happening again.
What you saw last night is why these weapons don't need to be in the hands of everyday citizens, and why we continue to fight in Harrisburg to remove them from our communities. You have people just walking, enjoying their lives, and these type of weapons has now altered many families in this community.
I heard a young man screaming like, help, 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 please help. There's people walking by him. So I helped him out, and after I helped him out, I saw another person down the street, discovered them, and helped them out, and one more person.
The state representatives say they're working hard to stop this violence. They're in budget talks in Harrisburg in hopes of sending more money to violence prevention programs and schools, as well as changing gun laws. Now, as for the shooting, the motive is still unclear, and whether the shooter, who police say is Kim Brady Carricker, if he has any connection to the victims. Now, we'll have more information at 4 after we speak to police. In Kingsessing, Brianna Smith, Channel 6.
I'm Molly Lynch at the WKRN.com alert desk. This morning, a mass shooting in Fort Worth, Texas, kills 3 people and injures 8 others. Police say a total of 11 people were shot in southwest Fort Worth late Monday night. The shooting was reported in the Como neighborhood just before midnight. This was hours after the end of the neighborhood's annual Como Fest. Police say multiple shooting victims were in a parking lot when they arrived. It's believed that 10 of the victims are adults and 1 is a juvenile. The motive behind the shooting has not been confirmed. No one has been arrested at this time.
Happening now out of Greensboro, the investigation into a deadly triple shooting continues. This happened around 11:15 last night along Blackmore Road. WXI 12's Maria DeBone joins us live in front of the Greensboro Police Department with what we know. Maria?
Well, according to police, 3 people were shot. 2 of the victims died, and the other victim, a 3-year-old child, is in stable condition. Now, the victims have been identified as 66-year-old Teresa Little Johnson and 21-year-old Chestani Elizabeth Jones. Police say at 11:16 p.m. last night, officers responded to 1304 Blackmore Road for a shooting, and there they located the 3 victims. Now, there's no information on any suspects at this time, and again, the The investigation is still ongoing, so anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. In Greensboro, Maria DeBone, WXII 12 News.